Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to Snowshoe for the opening weekend. It was a great weekend of riding. My friend Jay came down with me. The trails were in great condition. So let's take a look at the videos I brought back from the opening weekend. They were so great. I'm really happy to show you them. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but this trip to Snowshoe was nothing but technical difficulties. Starting off with my friend Jay's car dying, then dropping into my first run at Snowshoe and getting a nail in my tire, then having to wait very long because I forgot it too, and the shop was packed, and then only getting 4 runs on the first day, get into about a half day of riding, and my friend Jay gets hurt. He's done for the weekend. I continue riding. I have some really good video that I was able to salvage from that disastrous memory card or camera or whatever went wrong that time. And at the last day we were supposed to be there and ride, the whole mountain lost power. So this trip is kind of like one technical difficulty after another. I'm hoping you enjoy the video I was able to salvage, and let's take a look at it. First part of this ride, I'm going to utilize 2 connecting trails. The first connecting trail is going to the portal. The portal is just a fire road, just runs down and gets you to the rest of the main trails. Judy Chop is a short, technical, fun little poppy connecting blue trail, which I really enjoy. And with the conditions being so dry, I'm going to try to push it a little harder down that trail because of how it caves in. You can get a lot of water down there. Roots and rocks become just like ice rinks. So I'm going to push it harder and try to make a really good run out of this. I don't know if it's the dry conditions or the fact that I've been riding my trail bike a lot more, which is improving my bike handling skills, but that's one of the best runs down Judy Chop I ever had. And I'm really happy, and I'm hoping to keep that kind of momentum going through the rest of the trail. Now we're on to Ninja Bob, another blue techie trail that can be very treacherous if it's wet. But let's check it out and see how it rides. Even though it seems like my bike handling skills are improving because being on the trail bike a lot more and the dry conditions, one of my skills that I'm still really lacking on is jumping. I keep working on it. I make small improvements here and there. I'm hoping the next time I can come down here, I can really start clearing these jumps here a lot better. This section of Ninja Bob is where you're going to find a lot of greasy roots, slippery rocks, and tons of mud. The tree cover here keeps this area covered with mud and water because it never really dries out. Plus, you descend into kind of a valley and then pop out. So all that water just accumulates here. Even though I say it's beginning part, right now it's dry, even though the soil looks like hero dirt. This is as dry as it usually gets. But this is awesome, and it's going to look like it's going to be a good run down through here. At the end of Ninja Bob, you can go to the right and hit Missing Link, which is a single black diamond. Or you can go straight and hit Ball and Jack, which is a blue kind of flow tech trail. So I'm going to go straight for this run. And this section right here is running super fast because of the dry conditions. Only little downside is some of the loose rocks and loose debris on top of the trail. See this drop coming up? I've hit it a dozen times. And when I get in the flow of the trail, I just avoid it. I don't know if it's muscle memory or a mental block where I just don't want to hit it because somewhere in the back of my mind I'm not really comfortable with it. I don't know. I want to get over those things because trail features like this really makes it really more exciting. So if you're looking at this trail or you're about to ride this trail, this drop's not that bad.
Okay.
Only downside sometimes it has loose rocks on the landing. So just be prepared to be maybe a little sketchy landing. If it's cleaned up, it just rides really well. But this is something I need to work on in the future. People who's not familiar with Ball and Jack would think this is just a normal section of trail. However, that's not the true history of this trail. This section used to be filled with lots of janky, loose, wet rocks where you just kind of had to pick a line, hold on, and just let it ride out. It was so janky. I kind of missed it a little bit, but the flow here is a lot better. You can see some of the rocks slowly popping back through with all the dirt they added to it. However, I don't know if it's going to ever return to the originally jank or they're going to keep it to this style. But either way, it's a fun part of trail. Just hold on, and it is rough, so just let it fly. At the end of Ball and Jack, you flow right into Powerline. Powerline is a blue flow trail with some jumps here. The reason why I like Powerline myself is that it does have some really cool jumps here and there, and I really want to master them because sending these ones, even though they're not too big, would be just a blast. And it would just be a great way to wind up a trail system. Coming up on the right is Big Ash. It's a huge jump line that was built about 2 years ago. And this is a section I would love to be able to master, but the jumps are way out of my pay grade. But I've seen some people hit it, and I've also seen videos of it. People just kill this line. I'm hoping to one day in the future be able to hit all these jumps and be comfortable and successful. But if you're at that skill level where you can ride these jumps, go hit it when it's open because you're going to have a blast.
Well, you okay?
As you've seen, several people have been pushing the bikes. And I asked them if they're okay, and I don't know if you pick it up. A lot of them are saying they're okay, they have a flat tire or a chain brake or some mechanical issue. I think it's just everybody's pushing their bikes really hard because nobody knew if Snowshoe would open. Everybody didn't know would they be able to ride downhill or get it out. So I think the mechanicals are happening just because you're pushing it so hard. Or just dumb luck. Like I mentioned earlier, I got a nail inside of my tire and delayed me from running laps. Ever since last year when the trail crew extended M and created a new entrance to M, I really started riding this trail a lot more. It's very techy, blue. Some people say in spots it's black diamond, but I really enjoy it. And the new entrance and beginning part really flows. Previously, you had to ride the green trail about a quarter way down before you can jump onto M. And it wasn't really that exciting. It kind of lost a lot of energy just to get to this point. The new entrance is really easy, get on and off, and also it allows people who didn't know about this trail before to know about it and ride it a lot more. The outside line here used to be the best line to line you perfectly up for this shoot. However, now I keep getting caught up, so I think I need to change up the line choice and also dial in the new line choice because every time I try to do the outside line, like I've done before, I get hung up now. I love this section of M because there's tons of line choices through here. However, I stay to the same line choice. So I think that's like a lot of people where they get comfortable with a line and just stay with it and just ride it out. But in here, I can choose a more difficult line and be really fun and push my skills to the next level. I just get into that groove and just keep riding it. I think if I can get back here this year, I really want to try to explore more line choices and take my time instead of just blasting through the trail. And when you're linking M with O, this is the part I really don't like because it's just a fire road and it gets washed out a lot, loose rocks on it, big rocks on it. They keep it barely passable for like most vehicles, it seems sometimes, but for a bike it can be sketchy at times. So you have to go through this to get to O, but once you get to O, it's nothing but a great trail and it's tons of fun in there. Again, I would say it's a blue tech trail on the map. However, I think at times it can be considered a black diamond. It's just how you see the trail.
Ow.
This video only showed you a little bit of what Snowshoe had to offer. If all my footage would have came back with me and not get corrupted, I would have been able to show you a lot more, a lot of cool features that I really enjoy riding. Plus, I'm really hoping to get back here by the end of the season so I can ride trails I never rode before to show those features and highlight those trails, and also redo the trails that I lost the footage for. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell notification. And, as always, keep finding MTB Zen.